Since the beginning Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, Ukraine has received billions of dollars in aid. More than $113 billion came from the United States alone. President Joe Biden recently asked Congress to approve another $60 billion, and Ukraine is almost certain to request more U.S. aid in the future. In asking these questions, Ukrainian government portrayed the defense of its homeland as defense of global democracy. Aid. The words of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy, is not charity but an investment in global democracy, which we handle the most responsible way. But in defending democracy, their governments appear to have forgotten one of their core principles: holding elections. Speaker Johnson pressed for Ukrainian aid and border difference. Beware of our own border first. Like other democracies, Ukraine schedules regular presidential and parliamentary elections. The meetings, last held in 2019, resulted in a major victory for Volodymyr Zelenskyy and his Servant of the People Party. The next parliamentary elections were due to be held in October this year, with presidential elections due in 2024. Or at least it was supposed to be that way. With start of all-out war, Zelenskyy administration declared martial law and therefore cancellation of elections. And recently, Zelenskyy once again closed the door on the idea of holding elections. Just days after Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dimitro Kuleba appeared to reopen them, Zelenskyy argued that in the midst of war, everyone could vote fairly. Soldiers might not be able to vote, and Ukraine did have enough money to hold elections. Others pointed out that the UK did not hold elections during its involvement in the Second World War and that it would be wrong to hold Ukraine to higher standards. Frankly, these claims are absurd. To begin with, not everyone can vote in any election. Turnout never reaches 100% in any election. Even though a large portion of Ukrainian population has fled to the EU, there is absolutely no reason why they cannot vote at Ukrainian embassies or consulates in countries they fled to. Voting at embassies on election day is standard practice for Europeans living outside their home country, although it is essentially impossible to do so in American elections due to the U.S.'s state-based system. But the United States itself suffered from World War II, both of which were violent and intense conflicts. Past measures allow soldiers to vote in World War II and the American Civil War. There is no reason why Ukraine should try do the same. Not having enough money is equally ridiculous. Zelenskyy claimed that elections could be held if $120 million were provided to Ukraine. But he himself has not made a serious request for such cash. And frankly, given the billions of dollars Ukraine has already received in military and humanitarian aid, it is unlikely he will be able to scrape together just $120 million from his allies. Chaos as a defense is also absurd.